Hey, so we're going to be going over ways of preventing cold sores and genital herpes, possibly inhibiting the replications of Epstein-Barr virus as well. We'll do this by avoiding certain foods, correcting some deficiencies, and taking some supplements. Myself and out of all the people that I've helped on this, we've all achieved zero breakouts for indefinitely, but you will need to keep following the guide because it's not total viral eradication. It's just ways to inhibit viral replications. So there are 8 human herpes viruses, although I have heard from other sources that there may be up to 23 now, but that's not officially recognized, at least not publicly anyways. The numbers you see are the percentage of people that are infected worldwide. So HSV1, it could even be up to 90% from other sources that I've seen, as well as HSV2, it could be up to 50% now. So even though herpes may be implicated in disorders like encephalitis, autoimmunity, Alzheimer's, and bipolar, and many other things, it's not so serious in a sense that most people have them, the infections anyways, the virus. But it's either they show the breakouts or they don't, because the immune system might be healthy enough to keep it dormant. Here are some foods that you will most likely need to avoid, especially the top 6 here. So nuts, seeds, coconuts, soy products, oats and whole grains, as well as chocolates. These foods are high in the amino acid called arginine. The herpes virus requires arginine for its growth and to replicate. And I understand that some people can take L-lysine, which is in this instance antagonistic to arginine. With the top 3 foods like nuts, seeds, and coconuts, they have such a high arginine content that lysine just doesn't seem to do the job. Citrus foods like tomatoes can be an issue, although usually doesn't really cause severe breakouts. Or I'd say like high arginine foods, they'll cause like seriously big breakouts like on the outer areas of the lips. Very visible, very big. Hot spices, I've not seen anybody else reporting on this, but it has caused me issues before. Although when it does happen, it's usually like a small sore on the lip that goes away fairly quickly. But again, high arginine foods, those sores tend to last like a week or two. And as soon as they heal, another one comes back. Forskolin and butyrate can be an issue. So forskolin can reactivate some neurons where the herpes viruses are dormant. Butyrate kind of works similarly to arginine in this instance. It encourages the replications of the viruses, but usually not to the same extent as arginine. There are some supplements that you can take. They've all been shown to either inhibit the herpes virus or reduce the reoccurrence of breakouts. So I won't go in depth with all the supplements here. Lysine is going to be your standard go-to. It is an amino acid, so it's unlikely that you're going to have much negative reactions to it. Monolaurin is also quite friendly, even if you have like autoimmune issues. It's generally well tolerated. The only possible time it might not do so well for you is if you have like high load of pathogens in the system. The BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene, I understand that it's seen as a toxic compound, but also there are people with herpes that have taken a whole gram per day for years and years with no adverse effects. And it's probably going to be the most effective one in this list. Silver is generally okay. I would just keep it under 1 teaspoon per day. That's no more than, let's say, like 30 parts per million. Sulforaphane can be too stimulating for some, but it is extremely effective. Resveratrol, olive leaf extract, curcumin, reishi, and quercetin. I would use them as personal preference. I don't recommend going out of your way to get them, really. If you had good reaction to them in the past, then by all means, they are very effective. If you just want to get started with supplements, then I would definitely recommend lysine and BHT if you feel comfortable with it. If not, then monolaurin and I'd say silver. Just don't overdo silver.